Today I want to talk about one of my favorite apps in China. It's called Dian Ping, and it's really useful if you live in China or if you're traveling through it. I'll show you how you can use it to get the most out of one of China's best features, its food. Dian Ping started in April 2003, which makes it the very first website ever to collect independent reviews for businesses and services. I want to say it's the Yelp of China, but it's really much more than that. It's bigger than Yelp, first of all. It's been around longer, and it just does a lot more than what Yelp does. They merged with China's largest group buying site, like the deal of the day type sites, like Groupon. So they have that built into the app. You can get some really good deals off like restaurants and spas and all kinds of stuff. You can order takeout using Dian Ping, which is a pretty big deal because food delivery in China is huge right now. I can go over to the mall right now and there are places that are open. They kind of look like restaurants. Maybe they have a name like a restaurant. There's a kitchen, but there's no tables. There's no even like counter to pay for food. It's all done through the app, through Dian Ping and other apps. And it's just food delivery. That's all, their whole business is just delivering food that they make there. So it's a big business. I'll probably do a separate video about food delivery in China. Back to Dian Ping, I can buy tickets to events, to movies. I can make reservations at spas, at KTV, at restaurants, to get my hair cut. I can even book hotels through the app. It covers over 20 million businesses and has over 200 million monthly active users. So it can really make or break a business in China. So much data being input, so many reviews that you get a pretty accurate review of a restaurant. Of course, it's all in Chinese, so I can't really take full advantage of it. I can't read the reviews. I don't use it to save money, really. I just use it to find good food. I probably use it, I'd say 2-3 times a week. If I'm traveling, I'll use it every single day. There's probably only 10 different button pushes that I use on the app, so it's pretty simple, it's pretty intuitive. So let's just go through them right now and you can see how easy it is to find good food in China. Okay, here we go. Let's launch that. And there it is, Dian Ping. I'll try not to get my giant hands too much in the way. So right off the bat, this is your location. So if you're traveling around, you might have to change that. If you pop it open, it says GPS here. You just hit that and it'll search, make sure you're in the right location. Chengdu, correct. And then we have food, we have cats, I don't know what that means, hotels, booze, food delivery, partially eaten pies, heads, mountains, working out, singing some songs. There's more stuff under here, and it's kind of laid out in a different way that makes it maybe easier to tell what it is. So we got like movie theater. I'll click that and see it'll show all the movies that are playing, and then you can click it, Baby Driver. It says the dates up here. It says these are the theaters that are showing it, how far they are away. I use this to book movie tickets all the time. But let's go back to the food. So let's click the food button, and it's automatically going to show us the places that it recommends based on reviews, based on deals, and based on location. So this place is the first place they recommend, and big reason for their recommendation is probably because they have a deal going on. This little symbol here means a deal. I don't really use the deals, but you can see, first of all, it's the name of the restaurant, the reviews. So this is 4.5 stars. 111 people have voted or have reviewed it. It says what kind of food it is, but I don't really use that. And 52 a person is the cost per person, obviously, and how far it is from where you are. So I will go through it, just go through it like that if I want, or if I go to these options here, the third one over is kind of a sort by, and the first one from this one's selected, I guess, and the next one down is location. So now everything is based on how close it is to me. It's less than 100 meters, less than 100 meters, 161 meters. And obviously some of them don't have any reviews. So I don't know, you can take your chance on that. But let's just pick this one and we'll break down the profile for it. For a restaurants page, the main things you need are the photos. So it's clicking that, the location is clicking that. This is the delivery options, it gives you more like a menu. And these are recommendations from other people. Like 9 people have said that that's really good. So you can base your order on that if you want. The reviews are almost useless because you can't really read them, but you can translate some if you wanted. So let's go to the photos. Photos of food, the restaurant, the menus, and all. So if you just open all, you can see everything. Have a look at what they have. Oh, they got noodle soup. Oh, it looks like a decent location. What you can do is just pop up a photo and go, that's what I want right there. So you just go with that in your hand and show it to the guy at the counter. You don't have to speak a word of Chinese. Or if you want to see prices, not all of the places do delivery, but the ones that do delivery will have that bike symbol. So if you click that, it'll bring up kind of like more of a menu. And you could screen cap it and translate these, or you could just go based on the photos and basically pick out what you want. So we have an address. I can click that and it'll bring up the map. And I can choose my mode of transportation if I want to walk, if I want to take the bus or a car, and it'll put me right to where I need to be. But if you're looking for like a specific dish, if you want to try, say, twice cooked pork, if you figure out what twice cooked pork is in Chinese, and there's tons of, if you Google twice cooked pork, there'll be a recipe page or something that'll say it's called this in Chinese, and you could copy and paste the Chinese characters, or you can type in the pinyin. So it's reading the pinyin and going, this is what you probably mean. Yep, that is what I mean. And then all of a sudden I got a list of places that serve hui guo rou, twice cooked pork. So obviously you have to do a little bit of research for that. Kung Pao chicken. Gong Bao Ji Ding. So that's right. So some popular dishes you'll be able to directly translate it, and then I can just copy that back to Dian Ping, paste it in, and suddenly I found a bunch of places that serve Kung Pao chicken. So it's a great way to find those dishes that you read about. I think that pretty much breaks it all down. I find that app super useful, so I hope you found it useful too. It really is the best way to try new dishes and find restaurants when you're in China. I can go through Lonely Planet in certain cities, but if you get off the beaten path, you're not going to find any information. There's so much food in China. They can only show so much. And if you want to stay outside of the tourist area, then you're going to want something like this to help you. I have another series that I'm working on. It's about finding dishes in Chengdu. Chengdu it's the first ever Asian city to be named a UNESCO City of Gastronomy. So there's tons of good food here, and I use that app to find good dishes to try. I have a deck of cards that have a different dish on every card, so I'm literally just shuffling it up, flipping it over, and going, okay, this is the one I'm looking for. And I'll go out and I'll use the app to try to find the dish where I can get it, go out and try it, hunt it down, and share it with you guys. So if you want to tune in and see more of that, that's on Thursdays. I'll post a new video every Thursday for that. That's about it.